What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. Today we are back in the Miata. I have a couple of things that I ordered that finally came in. Nothing too crazy, just I got a new shift boot for the car because if you guys remember, I showed you in a previous video that mine, you'll get a better look at it later, but mine has a few holes in it here and there and it's kind of worn out. And I ended up getting a new shift knob as well, which is kind of nice. It's like a teardrop design. Patternless, there's no H pattern. This one's a little worn out, so I don't know, I just decided to get a new knob and new shift boot. So in today's video we're just going to be throwing that on. Pretty simple, just hanging out, doing a quick little install. Unfortunately, there are some parts that I'm still waiting on for this car. Ordered an exhaust like a week ago, still waiting on that to come in. That's going to be really fun. And it's an exhaust that I really haven't seen too many people do. I don't even know if I could find a video on it, so it'll be fun to see what it sounds like and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, let's just get into the install for this. Let's see how it looks at the end, and yeah, just hanging out, having a good day. So let's get right into it. Obviously, first we have to take off the center console, which is super easy. It's just unscrew the shift knob. There's two Phillips heads right here, one under the cup holder, and then don't mind my little mess in here, and then two screws there, and this pops right out. So let's just, again, screw this off. There we go. Grab my little tool set. It's gonna be a little awkward doing this with one hand, but whatever. Take this off. Okay. Here. Well, anyways, guys, I don't want to bore you with this, so I'll pop this off, take out the screws, and then show you the process of putting the shift boot in and then putting the knob on, seeing how it looks at the end. So with the center console off, guys, now as you can see, the shift boot is over here, and you can clearly see the holes now from the bottom. There's one right there, one right there, and another one up here somewhere right there. So this is pretty beat up. So now that you have this flipped over, you just got to remove these 4 screws to be able to access the shift boot and be able to pull it off. So again, it's just another Phillips head screw. Just unscrew them and you'll be able to pull off the shift boot and then be able to install the new one, put the screws back in, etc., etc. So let me pull this off, show you, and then we'll get to the next part. So now that the 4 screws are out, this is just a little plate, and it literally pops out, and it's that simple. You're gonna have to reuse this plate to put everything back in, obviously, to hold it tight. But with this, now the shift boot, you just, as you can see, there's little tabs all around it. All around the shift boot, there's little tabs. You're just gonna take it, pull it over the little tabs that it comes with, and that's how you're gonna remove the boot. And then with the new shift boot that you buy, I'm not sure, I haven't even pulled the shift boot out. I don't know if it has the same slits in, because this is like a universal shift boot, so I don't know if this has the same slits to be able to put this into here like so. But if not, you're gonna have to just cut little holes, measure it up, cut little holes in your shift boot to be able to obviously put them over so that it fits properly, or else it might not fit good and it might look kind of weird. So I'm gonna get to pulling this off, and then like I said, I haven't even pulled this out yet to see if it has the slits. If not, I'll make them quick and then put it on and go from there. So we got the old boot off now, and now you can really see, look, the rips right there, another one over here, and right there. So there was 3 big holes in it. The shift boot is really dirty. I mean, yeah, you could clean it up, but even on the bottom side, it's like 30 years old. I'm pretty sure this is the original one that was in the car, so this is pretty much junk. Now, the new one, here's the plate, by the way. So these little tabs, now you can see them a little better without the boot all over it, but it has to go into these tabs right here, and then this places back up into the center console like so. And yeah, so let me pull this out now and see. Like I said, I don't even know if this has So, oh, this is a nice Alcantara boot with red stitching in it. Actually, this does have some slits in it. surprisingly. I don't know if they're gonna fit over, but if it does, that's pretty much a win. So I'm gonna try and fit this over. If not, I might have to cut some other slits, which it's okay because you won't really notice it, because this is going to be hidden under the center console, so you won't know if I open up any more holes so that it fits properly. But I'm going to try and get this on with the slits that are in there, and I'm going to go from there. So I'll regroup with you guys in a second. All right, guys, so I was able to kind of get the shift boot onto the plate. Now the slits are in different spots, so as you can see, it looks a little crooked, but once it places under the actual center console, like so, you won't notice any of like the weird imperfections of it. Like, it'll look sort of normal, which is nice. So I was able to just use some of the slits. I mean, they're a little off. A couple of the tabs are missing a slit in it. I really don't need it, but I mean, if you're gonna get a universal shift knob, if you just play around with it, you should be able to just make it fit. Even though it doesn't sit perfectly on this plate like the stock boot does, it is better than nothing, and you don't have to cut into the shift boot if you don't want to. So this will work. And once I put the four screws in back up into the center console here, you won't really notice anything weird. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put it up in. I'll show you guys what it looks like from the top here, and then we'll regroup, put everything back together, put the shift knob on, and see what it looks like. But I think this will work out fine. I'm really not concerned about it. I'm kind of glad that I didn't have to cut through, and it, like I said, it looks a little weird from this angle, but once you put it up, it'll look fine. I'm almost positive. So I'm gonna put it up in here and see how it looks after. So with everything back together, the plate is holding the shift boot now in place. From the top, I mean, well, you'll get, you know, I'm gonna push this down, but it looks pretty normal now. It's a little off center. I'm gonna straighten it out a little bit, but I mean, it looks normal. You don't see any like the weird wrinkles in it. So, I mean, it looks fine to me. And again, you know, you'll see the imperfections under here, but they're going to be hidden under, obviously, so it's not a big concern. So I'm going to put this center console back together, and then I'll throw the shift knob on, you know, once everything is back together, and see how everything looks, and then, you know, do like a before and after of what it looked like. And yeah, so let's put this back together, and I will regroup with you guys back in a minute. All right, guys, so here's the old boot, all nice and chewed up and holes everywhere. And then this is the new one. It's an Alcantara shift boot. I mean, it feels pretty good. I like the look of it. The red stitching looks really nice. So that's the new shift boot right there. And then I have the new shift knob right here. So here's the old one. It's not too bad. It is a little worn out, but, and both the aftermarket one that I bought, which I'll put a link to in the description of both the shift boot and the shift knob, where I got them from. Pretty cheap and affordable, I can't lie. They're about the same weight, and if you guys know, the stock Miata shift knobs in these cars are actually pretty heavy, so it's nice that this is about the same weight. So I'm just gonna screw this on, if it decides, there we go. Okay, straighten this out till it reaches the bottom. There we go, nice and tight. Guys, honestly, I love the way this looks. I mean, everybody has their own personal preference, but this little aluminum, I guess, I don't even know what you want to call this, like little locking thing, whatever, pushes down against the shift stem here, and then now this is nice and tight. And guys, honestly, this feels amazing. And I think it looks really nice too. I mean, kind of complements. Yeah, it's patternless. I know some people are a little indifferent about it, but here's the old one, the stock one versus the new one. I think it looks pretty good, guys, honestly, in my opinion. But let me know what you think. It's that simple. It takes about 10 minutes to do it. So, all right, guys. So the new shift boot and the new shift knob are in. I love them. They feel super nice. The quality for how much I paid for everything is cheap. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description for both of the products that I got today, so I'll do that. But again, just to show you guys in recap, I went from this is all stained and disgusting and old. This one wasn't too bad, but still, just rather change it out to something I prefer. But this is what I started with, and now this is what I'm ending with right here. Like I said, it's not perfect. I still need to straighten this out a little bit, which I will. But yeah, so that's basically what you're gonna get. There's many other options online as well that you can go with. So I really wouldn't be too concerned about it. Things are universal. That's what they're meant you know, to be. You can put them in multiple different cars. By the way, the Miata the shifter thread pitch is 10 by 1.25. So any 10 by 1.25 shift knob will work essentially in this car. Just to give you a heads up, you know, just don't buy any kind of universal shift knob because they do screw on. So you need the same thread pitch for it to screw on to the shifter stem of the car. So 10 by 1.25, anything will work in there. But this is the final product, guys. Like I said, I think it looks pretty good. I love the materials. I love the feel of this. It's called a teardrop shift knob. Like I said, it is patternless, but obviously if you know your car, you know the H pattern for your manual transmission. But anyways, guys, that's going to conclude it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Again, I'll put this in the description. So there's different colors, different styles. Go get yourself one if yours looks like this, because it'll be worth it. It'll change up and clean up the interior of the car. But hopefully you guys are having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing an okay job. And we'll be posting more videos up next week. A lot of parts are coming for this car. Just with everything going on, it's taking a while for me to get them. It sucks, but we will be having more installs, more parts. Like I said, I have an exhaust coming in. I'm still waiting on my shifter rebuild. I know I should have just done everything in one shot, but I just didn't want to wait. Still waiting on my plugs and wires. It's been like 3 weeks now. It's just the situation. But anyways, guys, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.